gastrocnemius is the largest flexor muscle that allows for plantar flexion ankle movement. It's better known as the calf. In the calf, you have two muscles. You have the soleus and the gastrocnemius being definitely the dominant muscle. These two connect at one end of the Achilles tendon at the bottom, while the other end of the gastrocnemius connects at the condyle of the femur, helping with that knee joint movement. The gastrocnemius plays a pivotal role in Taylor's hockey stride and also in Nick's movement as a goalie. As Nick goes down into his butterfly position, there are three phases: the load phase, dropping phase, and butterfly phase. During the first load phase, there is flexion occurring at the knee joint and also an internal rotation of the knee. During this time, the gastrocnemius is contracted. During the second dropping phase, there is an eccentric movement of the gastrocnemius. At this time, the gastrocnemius is also being eccentrically stretched. During the third butterfly phase, while Nikki is going down, there is a lateral rotation and flexion at the ankle. This adds stress to the Achilles tendon, which is a point of connection for the gastrocnemius and the ankle. Once in the butterfly stance, the gastrocnemius is relaxed. During Nick's slide, there are three phases: the butterfly phase, the loaded and push position phase, and the final push-off. In phase 1, in the butterfly stance, there is lateral flexion and rotation at the ankle, and the hips are internally rotated. The gastrocnemius at this point is relaxed. In phase 2, as Nick is in the loaded position, there is flexion at the knee and plantar flexion at the ankle. The ankle and knee are also everted, as are the hips. The gastrocnemius at this point is contracted. In the final push-off phase, there is plantar flexion of the ankle and adduction of the leg. The hips are invertedly rotated. The gastrocnemius at this point goes from contracted phase, where it needs to generate enough power to push off, and then becomes relaxed when in the butterfly.
As Taylor takes a stride on the ice, there are three phases: the preload phase, the load phase, and the explosive extension phase. During the preload phase, there is dorsal flexion of the ankle and flexion at the knee joint. Also during this time, the gastrocnemius is contracted. Now during the load phase, there is hip extension, knee extension, and plantar flexion. Also at this time, the gastrocnemius is being contracted. During the explosive extension phase of Taylor's stride, we see full extension of the knee joint and plantar flexion. At this time, the gastrocnemius is being contracted.